With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! Yellow, on the line, right? 50. On deck, point.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Keith Bullock gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the...
And he's going to go down again. Bobby Bell providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on 4th down. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch twist! Watch twist!
A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Fresh off the pick-6, it's Watson. Flush to his right. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check. 54. 54. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Check 37. Check 37. Back.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. On 2nd down, Lynch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
This is Lynch. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the tailback.
Like an egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhand, really with 2 hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down, and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go play action here on 1st down. And some room to maneuver.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Lynch. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
This is it. 19.
on second down now. It's Lynch, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go, D.
From the gun, Watson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well, and he would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the All-Pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the All-Pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Interception all day, baby. Yeah.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Set. Alert. Let's go, right here now. Check.
On second down, it's Lynch, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Watson on third down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on fourth, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Bobby Bell just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Watson. They set up the screen to Lynch. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Watch twist. Switch.
First down, the run with Lynch. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll run again with Lynch. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Watson now to throw on 3rd down. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
On first down, Lynch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. They run again on first down, Lynch. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the 30 on second down, Watson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. In for the score. And the Colts have taken the lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 49 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Odell Beckham, 73 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. So that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
When people talk about versatility, they should go back and look at Ronnie Lott's entire career. At USC, an All-American safety. In the beginning time in his career in the NFL, an all-pro corner before switching back to safety to finish off the Hall of Fame career.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now here's Mahomes, flush to his right. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Now Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Keith Bullock able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Ronnie Lott, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Switch. Say. Give me that. Undercrushes, come on. Match box. Right. Line him up.
They start the drive with Lynch, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first down, it's Lynch. Lynch busting free. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 33 and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down now, it's Lynch. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.